Hello, and welcome to Vallo Vision News. I'm Stephanie Michael.
And I'm Kent Martin. Thanks so much for joining us for our first newscast of 2019.
This year marks the 100th College Night, and something new will grace the streets of Montevallo. The Centennial College Night Parade will begin formation at the Alabama Traffic Safety Center parking lot and will make its way downtown. The parade will march down Main Street this Friday, February 8th, starting at 3:30 p.m.
Time is running out to purchase tickets to see this year's College Night shows. Saturday night is already sold out. However, you can still purchase overflow tickets to watch the live stream in Comer and then come to Palmer for the winning announcement. When we checked earlier Monday afternoon, there was only one ticket left for Friday night. But if you want to check out the Wednesday or Thursday shows, there's still plenty of tickets available. We placed a link to the ticket website on the Vallo Vision News Facebook page. As UN prepares to celebrate the centennial, we wanted to take a look at the College Night by the numbers.
Overall, the purple side holds the title for the most College Night wins with 51, while the golds have 48. That includes both sides claiming victories in 1927, when judging was held twice.
The golds hold the record for most consecutive wins with 7 GVs in a row from 1961 to 1967. University records show the competition has been decided by only 1 point at least 4 times, including 1969, 1981, 1987, and 2006.
There have been a combined 262 musicals, dramatizations, and stunts over the last century. UM students have performed more than 900 original songs for College Night.
And fairy tales are the most frequent theme of the shows, with at least 18 featuring fairy tale characters.
Turning to community news, it's the end of the road for Montevallo's public bus service.
Vallo Vision News reporter Andy Smith joins us in the studio to explain why the city is putting the brakes on the program. Andy?
Today is the last day the free Montevallo Express service will service the area. The Montevallo Area Express was launched as a pilot program in August as a means to examine the community's needs for inner-city public transportation. Now that the data has been collected, Mayor Cost says the city is evaluating options that will make for a better fit for the community as a whole.
Identified that it is a need for some subsets of the population, particularly people of lower income and people who live in the outskirts of town without transportation and people with disabilities. So that's really who we're trying to reach out to and try to meet their needs, obviously as well as the university students, but the university students by and large have said that they're just as happy walking different places.
For a special group of students in the Falcon Flight program, the buses were a fun way of getting around town and learning outside of the classroom.
So being able to use the Max Bus let us go to the grocery store and plan a budget and shop for food and bring it back and cook it. So it allowed us to do a lot of real life activities that with it gone we won't be able to do anymore. It's one of their highlights when telling people about their program. My students will often list the Max Bus. It's one of their favorite things. We've loved it.
According to Mayor Cost, current possible alternatives include microtransit, a city-sponsored trolley, or a third-party company. City leaders are looking for input from the community, especially from Montevallo students. You can express your thoughts on Montevallo Transit through a survey linked on the Vallo Vision News Facebook page or email Mayor Cost directly at mayorsoffice@cityofmontevallo.com.
Thanks, Andy. Well, it's out with the old and in with the new. Demolition of the I-59-20 interchange with the Red Mountain Expressway took place Sunday morning. Take a look at this. You can see the bridge come down in a clean 50-foot drop after Alabama Department of Transportation officials detonated controlled explosives. ALDOT officials say the bridge section was 880 feet long. The demolition of the old ramp was part of the $475 million project to rebuild the I-59-20 interstate bridges through downtown Birmingham. That portion of the interstate will remain closed until 2020. Remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages.
Just search for Vallo Vision News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more stories throughout the week. Still ahead on Vallo Vision News, millennials and cancer risk find out why young adults are seeing higher cancer rates.
Plus, this meal might break your fast, but it might also break your diet. Find out what studies are saying, how breakfast can harm your weight loss regimen.
And Facebook might feed your addiction, but it might not feed your happiness. Find out how deleting this social media network can. We'll be right back.
Your success depends upon effective communication. Visit montevallo.edu/COFA You create your future in communication studies and mass communication. You belong at Vallo.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News.
A new study shows that obesity-related cancers are on the rise, but only for millennials. The study, released Monday by the American Cancer Society, revealed that young adults were at higher risk of obesity-related cancers, such as pancreas, kidney, bone marrow, and gallbladder. For example, the average annual increase in pancreatic cancer among patients aged 40 to 44 was 1%, while patients aged 25 to 29 saw an increase of 4%. Researchers warned the findings could halt or potentially reverse progress made in reducing cancer-related deaths.
Breakfast may make or break individuals trying to lose weight, says a recent medical study. The study was published Wednesday in the medical journal, the BMJ. Researchers found people who ate breakfast regularly consumed 250 calories more each day. That means those who ate breakfast did not lose any weight. They also say those who skipped the morning meal did not have an increased appetite later in the day. The study looked at results from 13 clinical trials, mostly from the U.S. and the United Kingdom. But one expert admits that the quality of the trials did vary, and more higher quality research is needed to make the study definite.
Looking for a little boost of happiness? Try deactivating your Facebook. As Facebook celebrates their 15th anniversary, new research suggests leaving Facebook might be good for your emotional well-being, at least according to a new study from researchers at NYU and Stanford. But there's a catch. While you may be happier, spend less time on other social media sites, and have more free time, you might end up less informed. The study also shows some positives of staying on Facebook, using it as a source of entertainment, a way to be active in communities, and a place to socialize. The majority of folks who took part in the study chose to reactivate their accounts when the study was over, even though they used it less after logging back on.
Coming up on The Buzz, fixing FaceTime. Find out when Apple users say group FaceTime will be safe to use.
We'll be right back.
In today's fast-paced world,
It can be hard to find time for the news.
That's why we're committed to
making the news fit into your busy schedule.
tune in each week to see the stories that impact your life.
And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We are Vallo Vision News.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News. Now it's time for The Buzz.
Khalil Kyles joins us now for the look at the stories that we're buzzing about. Khalil?
Hey, how are you guys doing today?
Hi, good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I can't complain. It's a Monday. I'm cold, but whatever. We're here.
Tell us what we're buzzing about.
More than 7 million people are expected to stay home from work Monday to recover from the Super Bowl. It's known as Super Sick Monday or the Super Bowl fever for people who overdo it with food, alcohol, and staying up too late watching the game. The cost of productivity loss could top $4 billion according to one employment firm, and companies know full well the staffing firm office team found that 72% of HR managers thought the Monday after the Super Bowl should be a holiday. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I wasn't really affected because I didn't watch the Super Bowl, so I was here bright and early.
Same. I watched a little bit of it. I was only there for the commercials and a halftime performance, though. What about you, kid?
I did not watch it. No,
Really?
I did not.
Oh.
I'm so
But I
sorry.
will say, I'm always down for a free day that I don't have to come to school or work, so
That's-
I support it.
That's true. Pepsi released its Super Bowl ad ahead of the big game, and it has some major star power. Actor Steve Carell stars with rappers Lil Jon and Cardi B. The beverage company is using the slogan, "More Than Okay," to entice viewers into picking up its colas. This year's halftime performance was given by pop rock band Maroon 5 and rap artists Big Boy and Travis Scott. Maroon 5 performed many of their known hits such as Harder to Breathe, Girls Like You, and Sugar. In the middle of the performance, we were teased with a short clip from Nickelodeon's SpongeBob Super Bowl performance, later revealing Travis Scott coming from Meteor performing his hit song, Sicko Mode. To close out the performance, Adam Levine performed a shirtless Moves Like Jagger. So, Adam Levine.
There's a lot of talk about Adam Levine at
There's-
the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I was just very thrilled to see Adam, especially with the whole taking the shirt off, and I was just like, oh.
I thought it was funny that so many people had comments on his shirt and how ugly the pattern was, and then he just ended up taking it off.
There was one meme I saw
Yeah.
with a guy with a pillow standing next to him saying, "Why is Adam matching my pillow?"
Yeah, I think I saw pillows, I saw an armchair, and I saw curtains. Were being compared to his shirt.
I have realized that he has a lot of tattoos.
He does.
He has a
They look
lot
good,
of
though.
tattoos. Apple says FaceTime will be safe to use again this week. The company issued a statement Friday saying a software update that patches a security flaw in the app would be rolled out sometime this week. That comes after experts urged all iPhone users to disable FaceTime on their phones. The bug allowed callers using the software's group calling feature to access recipients' microphones and cameras without them picking up the call.
That's a little scary.
It is very scary. Me, first of all, if I decline your call the first time, I'm not gonna pick up the call the second time. So, but for Siri, well, not even Siri, Apple, iPhone, to do something like that, and then for people after you decline them and they still want you to pick up, for them to have you able to listen to their phone call still, that's kind of
It's
spooky.
really, I mean, especially in this age of technology where things are still kind of unknown, we're learning a lot about internet security and what we can do there. So that's kind of I don't know. I'm glad they caught it though.
Yeah, make sure if you have an iPhone, disable it for right now though.
That's right.
Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to even have $1 million in your account? Well, one very lucky teenager woke up to a little more than $8 million in his bank account. After cashing in almost a $9,000 check from his grandmother, 18-year-old Dane Gillespie woke up to find a few more zeros added to his sum, turning him into an overnight millionaire.
That must be nice.
First of all, why his grandmother giving him $9,000?
I'd just like to see what my bank account looked like with $1,000. That's my first goal.
I haven't. I don't even know what a comma looks like, really.
I can't imagine that many zeros.
But what would you guys do with all that money?
I would be very quiet and
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, what about you?
I would silently move away from here and to a private island of my own.
Yeah.
I honestly think I would probably give at least some of it to my grandmother. At least some of it back to my grandmother, and then do whatever I want to do.
Especially if she helped you make that.
Right.
I mean, if you got that lucky.
You're right.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. Remember, there's always more news, campus and community news on our website.
Just head over to vallovisionnews.wordpress.com to see stories from mass communication student reporters throughout the week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to Vallovision News again next week.